I'm gonna ask my
That you guys
moderators.
have all been waiting for.
It's happening.
S.
So if you have your own questions, you can ask them in the Discord. It's already linked in the chat. But boy, I can see it now because I opened the chat. And you can go there to the Pixel podcast, Pixelcast chat to ask your questions. And I'm just gonna ask my moderators. Actually, I think is Nigel still watching? Nigel's probably still watching. Yeah, he's still watching. Nigel, you can you can pick the questions from the chat, because if I open the chat on Discord, then certain webcams will fade away. So we cannot quite do that. So you can post them in the chat, Nigel, and then we will get to them. So yeah, we'll wait for where you want them. Just post them in the chat. Yeah, just post them in the chat. Like if you have any good ones. The first one, here we go.
Jealous.
Inti chat. I don't know what that question is, but it's apparently communicative. Oh, there we go. Did you ever have the feeling of competition with other streamers and fear that people will get bored of your content?
Two questions in one.
Wait, who said that?
8-1.
You gotta tell them who said it.
Yeah, 8-1 asked. First of all, did you ever have the feeling of competition with other streamers? Let's first get that one. So do you feel competition from other streamers?
Dude, it's actually super funny. It's actually so funny. Back in the day, during YouTube times, I was like, I didn't know some yet, but I know about their channel obviously because we were both like the top like Minecraft channel. I fucking hated them. I don't know if it was like the same way from the other side, but I was like, fuck those people, man.
Well,
doing exactly the same. Fuck. Like.
So you just hated your guts.
Left your channel.
User left your channel.
Yeah. No, but that's, I think that's great. You know, like the competition, you want to stand above them. You know, you want to be better.
Yeah.
But you know, no one's better. I guess on the YouTubes. I never had it. I had it with my server, not on my stream. But that's another business. Like there was my Minecraft server.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of competition in there.
Yeah. But like specifically for like other streamers. So let's say you are streaming League of Legends, and you see someone else streaming League of Legends, right? And you're like, oh man, fuck that guy.
Do you see someone high ranked Overwatch Siege Dutch streamer? No. No, only one.
Ah, fair. Yeah, fair.
You
you don't have competition. Do you see Lekker Spelers competition? Some.
No. They do. No, definitely not.
Just not. Okay.
It's no one. Like Mathia. It's also a Dutch streamer, which is pretty big. She does way different content than I do.
Yeah.
I think the closest one to my content, I don't even know. I actually don't know. I just play different games and I play competitive games.
Yeah.
And I don't really see anyone competing with me in that.
Yeah, in the spectrum.
In that spectrum, yeah. Because, you know, Mathia or Medea Lion, they don't play like really high ranked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But they are nice people. Like I like them all. Mm-hmm. I don't dislike people because they got a higher number.
Yeah.
So lucky, boy.
I don't know. Of course there is like a feeling of competition. Like you want to be the streamer for which other people come to watch, right? And if you, for example, have certain viewers. Like that's like the only time I sort of like get jealous or feel competitive is when I'm streaming and other people are like, oh, this guy's live now, I'm gonna watch him.
Those fucking dicks, man. Those are dicks.
But like like if it hurts first of all, but like that, then you have a sense of competition. Like you're like, okay, but why do they want to watch that person instead of me? And then
that's really Yeah.
And it's not like fuck that guy, but then I start like they start to get insecure or stuff like that. I had that in the past a lot. Like nowadays, not that much anymore. But I had it in the past a lot where it was just like, oh, okay, I'm doing something wrong because people are leaving for someone else while I'm live streaming. Doing something wrong. So that's the only time I had like feelings of competition, but not anymore.
You don't need to take it personally, you know. Never.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah.
You know, if people are leaving because they want to watch lekker spelen, you know, nada. Yeah.
I feel this little tense feeling of like you and Lekker Spelen, man. Is
Yeah,
not sure if that's
I don't know, man.
Well, they won the best Twitchers, but let's be real here, you know.
Really?
Ah, all right. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
But how about you, Boyd?
I don't know. I don't really have it anymore. I mean, I don't really take streaming it seriously as I did before, so that's definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Where before, I mean, like you said, it wasn't really competition. It was more like you just compete against yourself all the time.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you always want better, or you've touched a little bit of that high end, and then the day later it's like lower.
Mm-hmm.
That just hits you all the time.
Yeah.
And some days you have like those days where it just hits you way too hard, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, you are your own competition.
Yeah, you just bring yourself.
You compete with yourself.
I do think there is competition for sure, but maybe not on our scale. Like Sam is like in a Dutch community, he's really big, and he's like he got his own strong like fan base, and he is like the memer of the Dutch community. There's not a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
That well, so I think he's found his niche, so it doesn't really need to really compete. And then we're not that big, so like in the English market, like shit's so big that I think only like if you're in the top 3 streamers of a certain game, that's when you're really gotta hit hard on like having your schedule correct, having this correct, and having like make sure that you are gonna be in the top 3, so to speak, of your main game, because that's where it really matters that you're gonna be there.
Competition. I think competition is only in like really popular games. Like currently it's Fortnite. You got a lot of competition in there, and I think like if you play other games, there's not really much competition.
Yeah. And then the fear that people will get bored of your content. Like we'll shortly touch it, because of course there are some other questions as well. But fear of people get bored of your content. First of all, for me, it's like, you know, bored of your content. If they're bored of your content, then your content is just not for them, right? And if it means that like you have a core audience, you do the same thing over and over and over again. Well, repetition is generally not very fun, right? So it's kind of your task as a streamer to keep things fresh. Be it a new game, be it a new like a different stream from time to time, maybe like an event stream, or
maybe a podcast,
right? And that way, once you have done that sort of stream, then you go back to your old content, and it's not old content anymore, it's just new content again that people haven't seen in 2 days, right? I think people will get more bored of your content faster if you like stream every day and you do the same game, you do the same things without switching things up. Then people will get bored. But I never have that. I never really have the fear.
I think it's a bit of a weird question, because I'm a gamer, so if I play a game that he dislikes, it's boring. So it's boring content, but next day he likes it because I play another game. So I'm not really scared, because I play a lot of different games.
You don't ever fear? You don't ever feel the fear of like, shit, man, I really got to step on my game because X and Y.
No, I actually don't. And I think that's
pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good to do not care, because if you do, you're gonna, you know, ask questions about yourself, and am I funny enough? Am I good enough for this? And that's not good for your mental health. So I really don't care if people leave, you know, and people will get back. And I have the same experience exactly with Forsen. He plays a lot of Hearthstone back in the day. I really like watching that. He switched to other games, didn't like it, and now I like him again.
Yeah,
because I just had a break, and It's nice. It's all cool, and I think a lot of people have that. People come and go.
Yep.
Interesting. Interesting. Next question, I guess. Or
Yeah, Boyd's opinion.
Or yeah, Boyd's opinion on fear of people getting bored. While we're getting the next question, maybe.
Yeah, there's not really much to add here. I mean, if you're happy where you are, you're just happy that you stream. I don't really take it so serious. So like, I don't really care too much.
Yeah.
Like you did in the past, right?
Definitely.
And you feared it back in the day?
I think so, yeah. But I think that was like I said before, like it's the numbers game. You don't really care about numbers, but you do care about numbers. So you can feel when a chat is like super active, and then you thought like, oh shit, this is amazing, like I've done a good job. And then the next day it comes in and it's not the same. It's like, fuck, what did I do wrong? Like, back in the day, I was literally questioning that all the time. Like, shit, what did I do different? What did I do anything different? Like, how did this happen? How did I get to this point where did I start to stream too late? Am I playing a shitty game? People are busy. People are busy, and people can or cannot get to your stream. People might have someone else that streams at your time. You don't know, and you shouldn't have to know because they watch you or they don't watch you.
Yeah.
There's no consistency in there, so you gotta be consistent yourself. You gotta make sure you love what you're doing. And that's the only factor you can build on, and then hope for the best.
Yeah, fair, very true. We got the next question in here. Would you only play streamable games for stream, or would you experiment and play a game you're personally interested in? For example, a game that is quite old and might be unheard of for streaming. So it's basically a question of, do you sometimes take risks into streaming a game that might not be interesting to others? I think that is like this a simple way to ask that question.
One way to find
I've done
out.
it the other way around too, though. I've played games where I might not really enjoy it that much, or like I didn't really feel like it that much.
Yeah, but because they were streamable.
Picked it up.
Yeah, because they are streamable games.
Like let's say that the hammer game where you just throw yourself in that pot guy, like flip the fucking thing. It looks
Getting
really fun.
over it.
Getting over it.
Yeah.
It's that game where there's no reason to play it again. It's so dumb. Dude, why would you ever do that? But then again, when I saw that the chat lived up and like it's really fun and people were like laughing their ass off when I died, and it's like it's super fun, I get excited because everyone else is excited. Yeah. So it makes it fun for me, which is kind of okay. Is it the game I really wanted to play? Hell no. Would I play this off stream? Hell no. We're like, hello? I'm just gonna play some I don't know, some PUBG or something, or some Overwatch.
That's actually true.
Yeah. No,
I think it's a trade-off.
Yeah, I experiment with it all the time. But like as I said, I don't just do it for like one stream, right? Because as you said, you have that variance of sometimes people just don't watch, or sometimes the weather just is too nice to watch a stream. So I always try to do it like a few times and see if it consistently doesn't fit with my community, and I always ask for feedback. And they get sick and tired of it in the Discord. And in the chat, because I'm always like, hey man, what do you think of the game? It's like, it's okay, I guess. But I always try to see like, okay, do they like it? And if they don't like it, would I mind streaming something else? And if I don't have anything else to stream, I'll keep on streaming it because it's the thing that I like. And I'm not gonna stream, for example, like what I did with Minecraft. I'm not gonna keep on streaming Minecraft just because it racks in the viewers until something else comes by. And I mean, I'm kind of at a level where it doesn't quite matter that much. To like switch it up sometimes with some games that people might not be that interested in, but I always try to like satisfy the viewers. That's basically what I do.
Yeah, you don't know if the viewers are finding it boring if you don't try it.
Yes, and so I try it and see if it goes.
Yeah.
Where do you guys place that threshold? I know we don't have much time. Where do you guys place that threshold? Let's say you pick a new game. You're like, are they gonna like this or not? And then you like Aaron said, he picked sometimes a game, and he's like, after a couple days, he's like, It's not gonna work. It's not a streaming game.
Yeah.
No, this is not gonna work out. Where do you guys put that threshold? Is it like chat activity? Is it like are people just about like, oh, this is boring and fuck this? Is it like numbers? Is it like feeling, your personal feeling?
Yeah, for me it's a combination. It's I think first place for me is chat activity. Once and that doesn't mean everything, because you have certain games which are just chill to lurk in, right? You just for example, I played Life is Strange, like it's a story game, and people just chill with you. They sit back. It's kind of like watching a movie, right? You don't go in a movie going every minute like, haha, funny scene or lul, right? And it's like you don't do that, for example. But with certain games, like I think I tried Grim Dawn. I tried to stream that, and I noticed, okay, people are a lot less active, even though there's constant action. I notice that the average viewers during those streams is like 60% lower. I noticed that the people in the Discord, when I ask them about the game, they are not at least enthusiastic, right? Like if I ask them about like, hey, you want to see a Dark Souls stream, then I get at least some poggers, right? It's like, oh my god, yeah, Dark Souls stream. Okay, but you never like I never had it with Grim Dawn, and so I dropped Grim Dawn and kept it for a game that I like myself to play. That's kind of how I value that. Okay. But yeah. Next question, Mr. Nigel, would be nice. Because it is 10. I think we'll do 2 more questions or something. Because I think that's that's like 10:15, and then I think it should be like a good time to end it off. And maybe we'll answer some of the other questions. Like I'll at least answer some of the other questions in the Discord as well. You guys don't have to. I mean, you don't have to. Sorry, like after the podcast, that is.
How come this Midnan guy so handsome? Yeah. Great question. Nah.
Wait, is that next question? I'm just taking a break.
That is the next question, yeah.
Views on Smash Ultimate, right? That's the next one, right? All right, Views on Smash Ultimate by Owen. Smash Ultimate is gonna be amazing. Someone I played it, and it's gonna be a great Smash game.
Tell him who won first.
Boyd did.
Tell him, Evan.
Boyd won.
He wasn't there.
I don't know, man. It's pretty sure, man. No, okay. So some won the first round. I beat him every round after that. But he won the first round. Time. So. But yeah, it's gonna be a great game. I don't know, Boyd, you don't have a Switch, so it's just kind of not for you, man.
Hey, I can pretend it's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna be great. Boyd even says it's a great game.
Holy shit, dude! It's gonna be amazing.
No, but it's gonna be and I think also it's gonna be a great streamable game. If we're on the topic of streamable games still, like it's quick matches, exciting gameplay. It's easy to understand. It's just hit your opponent and do it good. Don't die.
It's just Super Smash, right?
It's Super Smash.
Easy to follow though.
I mean,
I think it's really hard to follow.
Well, if you're in a 1v1, like you don't need to know that Fox used his down aerial and L cancelled it into a shield grab or whatever. But
it's less exciting if you watch it then, because the cool thing is about like the sick combos where you kind of know what the fuck they're doing. But I do agree. It's like it works to some extent.
Yeah, and then you have like a core like the core smashers, right? There's a really big Smash community. You have like the core smashers who know the stuff, and they're like, that was a crazy combo, and they clip it, and then it's like it goes to Reddit, and you go fire, and you have 1,000 views. Yeah, I can already see it. Smash Ultimate, next game.
Smash Ultimate's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be effing amazing. Especially because you can take your Switch, bring it to your friend who also got a Switch or don't have a Switch, and you can just play a game. You can play a game of Smash. You don't need an extra controller. There are already 2 controllers on the Switch. You can just take your Switch and play a game. I think that's the most amazing thing.
Yeah, very true.
Do you need the dock?
Nope.
No.
No. You can just It's a small screen, probably won't work. Probably really not. I tried Mario Tennis on a small screen.
It's
with,
not good.
Like 3 meters apart.
Have
It's not recommended.
have you ever tried 4-man Mario Kart on the tiny screen?
Mario what?
So
Mario
you can only
Kart.
connect it to a screen
No.
with the dock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yes.
But I tried that, and you have like this small F screen, and then it gets divided in 4 sections, and you need to do Mario Kart, so you need to see where you're driving, what items are in front of you, like what place you are. You can't see shit. It's not great. But yeah, I think that's for that question. I saw another question that was I think it's a little bit of a short one. How long do you guys think you will still stream for? And I think this is like not for this stream specifically, because like that's like a half an hour, but your streaming career, like when, like do you have plans on stopping for streaming, or do you just keep on going and see where you end up?
When my money goes down, I can't pay anymore.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever thought of quitting though?
That's a good question, because I think about it, but I never came to a conclusion, or like I think about it. I thought about it. But
the only thing I thought about was shifting priorities from Twitch to YouTube more. So instead of doing 6 streams, for example, like let's say I would do 6 streams in a week, I would start to do 3 streams in a week and 3 videos, for example. I thought about that because I just missed uploading videos as well, but that was just like, you know, I miss YouTube, and I know that I can do 6 streams and 3 YouTube videos, so I will have to make time for it. But I never thought about quitting.
I think it's really hard to quit. I think it's really, really hard just to, just to stop, like altogether.
Actual quit. Yeah.
Actual quit. Just don't ever press on the live button.
Yeah.
I think that's really, especially for me who streams daily. I think it's really weird.
Yeah.
Just to don't stream. I mean, I had the day off today. Feels weird. I was go-karting, which is actually pretty fun. Didn't win, but
pretty good, dude. Yeah. Next question. Like I don't think we can get next question in. I don't think we really think about quitting or I'll stream until I get a job or something, right? Like once I get it, when I get a job, it will probably be like, okay, how are my priorities gonna shift, right? Like, do I still stream as much, or do I spend more time with work and with people around me, right? But never quitting.
Put your real life first.
Yeah,
that's the most important. Think about your mental health and your health in general. Just put that on top. Like, I don't give a shit if you're a big streamer or if you earn a lot of money. You put yourself on top, and then comes your stream. And a lot of people put their stream first. I've made that mistake too, which is bad. Just you put yourself first.
Yeah, it's in both manners. Like, like your health, your mental health, but also your physical health. Like just make sure you eat healthy, do your shit, like
eat pizza.
Eat the right pizza with pineapple just to get that.
Just don't let it go cold, and then
a little bit of vitamins in there.
Yeah, feels bad. Nigel, do you have a next question for us, or are there no more questions? I know I see some questions in chat, but I know that they're like we're not gonna answer questions from chat. We're gonna answer questions from the Discord.
I see a really interesting question.
On top
so make sure to join the Discord if you actually want to ask a question, and join the channel
Pixelcast. Yes. How do you handle trolls personally? From Sidner.
I troll him back.
From Cinder.
Trolls.
He's interested how different you handle it. So trolls.
Well, back in the day, man. Back in the day, we were all young, so for me to manage trolls and like telling you how bad of a streamer you are, or like this and that, like just hit me fucking like a truck sometimes. Where you were like after streaming, you're like, oh man, that was such a bad stream. Even though it was like pretty decent, everybody had fun or whatever. You're like, fuck, that was so shit. Other than that, trolls right now, just trolls. You just fuck around with them.
Trolls be trolling.
Yeah, if they talk shit, I just like laugh about them. You know, like, oh, you talk shit about me? Great, I'm exactly that. Whatever you're describing.
For me, it's kind of like there's two types of trolls though. There's trolls that you know, and there's trolls that you don't know. Because like if a random person joins your stream and is like, you suck, then you're like, hey, that's not very nice. Why did you say that?
That's not a troll.
Come on, man. Oh, that's my feelings.
That's rude.
That's just rude, right? That's just it's banta. But if you have someone that you know, who is constantly like pushing and like thinking that he is like for example, you have the stream, you have the meme of like just win lol forehead, right? Or something like that. Let's say that is really triggering you and like mess with your ability to stream, like because you just let it get to you. And he keeps on doing it, but you never tell him to quit. Well, then how does he? Then to you he's a troll, but he doesn't know. He just thinks he's just having a giggle, right? But I don't know, like trolls be trolls, right?
What is like the worst troll you guys have ever had?
I don't know.
Alright, the worst trolls are the kind of people who, you know, if you're playing a shooter and you miss a lot, like for the whole magazine and you don't kill the target, and the chat goes, "Nice aim, Kappa." Get the fuck out! I fucking hate that, and they are right to say that, you know, because my aim is shit, but. Damn, that's
casual Twitch chat.
You're like, oh, I can do better than this, but that's the moment they saw, and fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
Right around the person. Like,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I also think it's funny, you know, because I was doing the same thing.
Like, in order to stream, you need to have at least some sort of thick skin. Like if you take what is in chat always personally. Like you let it get to you, then you're not gonna have a great time for like on the stream. Like you're gonna have people who just say, "Man, you're pretty bad this game," and you're like, their whole stream is dead because you're in the mindset of, "Oh, I'm a bad streamer. Oh man, this sucks." You can't let stuff get to you, right? Honest feedback is something else, but that's something that you like get from your community. Instead of like from the one random person in chat, right?
I think the mods will give you, at least at me, like good feedback.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Need to do.
Your regulars.
What's going on, you know, in your community. I don't,
you
know, sometimes things happen which I don't know. I don't know what's happening, and they fill me in.
Exactly.
Most of the time with trolls. I think trolls is pretty funny. Like, if they are not like haters. Because there's a difference.
Yeah, like if it were to be like, how do you handle like hate, right? It's like it's just keep hating them. But there has been like talk, and I'm gonna discuss that with like two other streamers as well, in another podcast. It's about like things people say that they don't know are offensive, right? Like for example, it's like, "Oh, you look tired today," like just simple that, right? Or chat. Is it just me, or is chat kind of silent today? Or you know, it's just you know it, they know it. They didn't have to say it, but they have to say something anyway, so they just say that. And I'll have a whole talk about that, about like the impact of viewers on you, because that's different than trolling, right? Like trolling is someone who is actively trying to get to you. And this is just like someone who's like, "Oh, whoops."
They just want attention, and the other people are just stating the obvious.
Yeah.
Like, all right, dude. Yeah, I've noticed that my chat isn't talking for 2 minutes currently. Thank you for breaking it. The 2 minutes. You know, good job, sir.
You broke the silence. Good job. You did it.
Broke the silence now. God damn it. Now, what I think the worst people on Twitch chat are people talking about their own stream. In their chat.
Or their friend's stream. They're like,
dude.
Yeah, dude, it's fun. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and then gonna stream. Like it's so annoying if you notice if you just say something about your stream and
can't stay for that long. Gotta stream at X o'clock. It's like what?
I don't know, guys. I'm holding a podcast at
thing-
7:30 p.m. CEST over on Twitch.tv. That's Pixelsrealm. Might check it out.
Follow me on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter. Just full plug, right?
The worst thing after that, they just say, "Oh, didn't mend it that way." Sure,
Yeah.
dude. Sure.
You fucking know.
Sure. Sure.
It's like, oh, I didn't know that was like not good.
Didn't know you get so mad.
Lol
I talked
forehead.
about my own stream and your stream.
And then
Damn, like, it's annoying. I don't care if people do that. I trust. Like if I trust you, you both of you, like Femke and Lemmy. If you guys talk about your own stream, I don't give a shit about because people know you already.
Yeah.
But if you're like an unknown guy who has like 200 followers and nobody knows pretty much who you are and comes along my channel first time subscribing and saying like, hey, I'm going live very soon. It's the worst thing ever.
I'm way better than this guy.
My aim is better,
classic.
Kappa.
But then the real question is, if you are, for example, like if you are in my stream and I ask you, hey, what are you doing tonight? And you are planning on streaming, then you don't and
just working.
And it's like you don't want to come over as like, oh, no, I'm streaming tonight. But they're like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight? And then you don't want to plug,
like your
right?
channel, I'm just saying I'm gonna stream.
Yeah.
Because I also got a verified badge. I think people know that I'm a streamer here. You got a whole sellout message for me in your bot. But if it's not in your channel, I will just say I'm busy or doing something, or I'm working, or I'm gaming. I'm not saying I'm gonna stream because that's hypocritical.
I've had sometimes with Boyd, because like I know Boyd, but I don't know Boyd like super close. Like we're getting closer now. That Boyd actually lives nearby. Yeah. We hang out sometimes and have bread. 20 beer. I mean, what?
But
like, I had it in the past where it's like, I'm just chilling in Boyd's channel and it's like, so dude, what are you doing today? Anything cool happening? And it's like, stream, but here to chill. It's like, no, but that's like most time same thing. It's like, I'm just chilling, playing some games.
I insta-ban him.
Insta-ban. get out of here.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, getting banned. Lol XD. One more question, and I think then we'll end it off. Maybe make it a good one. Make it a good one, and then we'll call it a night. I think.
How do you call Asian? Okay, Lama.
If you go to this website, who you watch, Mr. Streamer Man? Wait, why did some get a shout out, but Boy didn't get a shout out?
I was talking about the shout out.
Oh, fuck that.
What do you think about donations?
Fuck that. Well,
wow.
Fuck that shit.
There. Not really any questions. Well, in that case, I think we're just gonna close it off then, right, boys? Boys!
No less questions.
Oh, but do you have any preference with streaming story-driven games, like Telltale's The Walking Dead, versus streaming games that are repetitive, like Fortnite?
Oh, that's a good question.
Preference.
I don't like
balance.
Yeah.
You gotta balance that shit.
Yeah, but like
do you guys actually know any people that actually stream full-time story games?
No.
You can.
Well,
you can.
Yeah, you can, but I don't know people that do that. Like I know people that like actively do it, as in like, oh, whenever a new story game comes around, I'll play it, right? Or and
actually,
like this sometimes. People. Yeah, there are people, but doing it full time is something different, because once you complete a story game, you can play it again, but you know the story. Like it's like certain games, of course. Certain games have like different branches, right? You can explore it. But it would be kind of the same as saying like, okay, I for example really like roguelike games. And let's say there are only like 15 good roguelike games, and I played all 15 of them. Well, what am I gonna do then? Like, am I gonna play them again? Even though they have already seen all the content, right? So I think like with repetitive games, you can make it your main game, you can focus on it, and like sometimes do something else. I see Boyd laughing about the PUBG by Telltale games. Yeah, like with the competitive games, you can do it. Like you can keep on doing it. With story games, it's a niche thing. I think story games are great for breaking up repetition, though, because a story game is engaging. There are a lot of people who like it, and
I think you have to be really funny.
Yeah.
To pull it off, and like I think you have to already nail variety game streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In order to do that, like you cannot just like have an off day pretty much, because then you're not putting anything else to the story. You know, like it's got to be funny up top, not like all the time.
Yeah, true.
And pull that full like variety.
It's also the reason that's why I'm not playing story-driven games. I like to watch them. Just wanna sit on my bank, you know. Watch which lots game came out, like Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
I fully watched that on Lyric's channel. I just people really wanted me to play it, but I thought like if I'm gonna play this, I'm not gonna enjoy myself playing the game. I just wanna enjoy the story with another guy playing it, you know, and think what he thinks about it instead of asking my chat what they think about it.
Story-driven games are really complex because it's so weird because for example, there are a lot of people who love to watch it, right? Like for example, some you said I like to watch it on Lyric's channel, but people that are interested in the game don't want to watch it because they want to play it themselves, and only after they've played it themselves and know everything, then maybe they'll come back to it, because like story games are of course like right about the most spoiling streams that you can like spoiling games that you can play. If you play League of Legends and someone else comes in who also plays League of Legends, you're not going to spoil anything. That you play the same game. But with something
they're
like, for example,
spoil that you're bad. That's what they're gonna spoil about.
And like I had it a little bit with Mario Odyssey even. With Mario Odyssey, I had people who were like, "Hey, good luck with the stream, but I'm not gonna watch it because I'm gonna play it myself sometime." They don't want to see the location of the moons. They don't want to see. You have it even more with story games.
Oh man, that's so difficult.
So like streaming Mario Odyssey on release.
Any game on release.
Like any
story game
on release. Like, it's really difficult.
So hard.
Yeah.
But that's why you need to do it on the first day, instantly just get on with it, because people who want to watch it don't want to buy the game, don't want to, you know, they want to get spoiled. They want to know what's going on. And I think the majority of the people want to watch it.
Yeah, because some
I think on release, you're probably going to get a lot of people that just come in and go, because it's like, they just want to see, is it a good game? Oh, it looks fucking awesome. Okay, then I'll just stop watching because I don't probably buy it. It's like...
But if it's a good game and if the streamer is funny, they're gonna stay and they're gonna chill.
Yeah.
But
they want to see the playthrough.
But would you watch another playthrough by someone else of that same game?
No.
Because that's the thing. Like if you wait too long with a certain game, everyone will
of course you would want to see someone else do it. If someone is super funny and the other guy is like a different way of funny or something, I'm fine with watching both.
But I don't want to watch like 12 hours of gameplay again. Okay, but what I mean by it's not necessarily do you want, like, would you ever watch that stream, if you watch a stream for a streamer, then sure, but you wouldn't watch a stream for that game, right? So if you have a community for, let's say, Life is Strange, then you have people who want to like see people make different decisions, or just want to see the story because they don't have the game. And once they've seen the story and have seen the game, they don't necessarily look for someone else to see the story again, unless it has really branching paths, right? Really like different choices you can make.
I mean, are you asking me if I would watch a completely new streamer?
No, like, okay, so let's say you have watched the full game of Detroit Become Human on someone else's channel, and then you have okay, then do you have the drive to go look at the game and see if there's anyone else streaming the game because you want to see their like choices or like what they do in the game.
So like I said, a new player, a new streamer,
Yeah.
just to see if he's playing the game.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. But
probably not.
But if you compare it with League of Legends, right? Like let's say you have your favorite streamer who plays League of Legends, whatever. He's done playing League of Legends. He's done streaming it, for example. You're like, I wonder if someone else is. Well, okay, of course someone else is live streaming League of Legends, but let's check out if there's someone else streaming League of Legends. Maybe I can join them for a game, right? So story games have an extra kind of barrier, I would say, of people that don't want to watch it anymore because the game is complete for them. Like the game runs out of content after one playthrough.
Well, I don't want to watch a random guy playing a new game. I want to watch my favorite streamer.
Yeah, but it isn't necessarily about a new game. It's about like a story game. Like for example, Life is Strange now. 95%, like 95% of the people who are interested in Life is Strange, or 99%, whatever, have already seen the whole game, what choice you can make, etc. So they are not going to watch a specific person to learn about the gameplay or learn about the game because I already know everything about the game. They will, like let's say you were to go live with that game, people would watch it because you are live with the game and because they like you. But like it's about new people coming in, right?
I think like if you compare these two, like for example, League of Legends, where you would still watch someone else, I think these are not really comparable.
Yeah.
Because with one game you just have the same game over and over and over, completely different outcomes all the time, which is, like you said, can also happen in a story game. But you don't really watch the game for the game anymore if you watch League of Legends. You watch the game to learn a fuck ton of information, and you would probably, for a story game, search it on YouTube because there's only so many endings. True. And then in League of Legends, you would just pick like whatever you want to watch, right? So it's like, is it just you want to learn, you watch him. If you want to do this, you watch him. Yeah. You want to do that, you do that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it's more interesting than we thought, though. Like story games versus like repetition games.
There's a but.
There is a but.
Like what Neophyte says. Some games are really unique, and you want to see people's reaction. I also, with Detroit Become Human, I wanted to see Todapopin's reaction. I wanted to see Forson's reaction. Others people's reaction on the same moment in a game. That is what I want to see, but not the whole playthrough. Just that moment, that minute, I want to see.
That's interesting.
True. Just with the team fight in League of Legends, I guess you want to see that. You don't want to see all the farming, which takes.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe that's more like it. Like you probably. I don't know. I don't really watch that many people play story games all the way through anymore because it's always like in parts or like all the way you join in or whatever. But like I think it's more of that. Yeah, it's like where you kind of that this is gonna happen. It's like, oh, I can't wait for him to reach that point because.
Yeah,
you might be right.
It's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that concludes then the community questions, the people from the chat. And with that as well, I think it concludes the end of the first podcast. Yeah, we did it! Yay! Hype us! We did it.
That was really enjoyable.
Yeah, at least I hope it was enjoyable. We'll see how it goes.